Joao Felix is among the Chelsea players that were left out of the squad that will travel to the Club World Cup in the US. But that's not the first instance Joao Felix has been sidelined. Recently, Portugal national team won the UEFA Nations League final on penalties 5-3 against Portugal, and Chelsea only congratulated Pedro Neto, despite the fact that Joao Felix and Renato Vega, who are both Chelsea players, were part of that squad. Joao Felix was on the bench, but Renato Vega played 15 minutes of normal time, extra time, and he did decently well in that game, the final, but he wasn't congratulated. Chelsea only congratulated Pedro Neto. So you see that aspect. My observation is that Chelsea never wanted Joao Felix in the first place. Let's go back into the timeline. Chelsea wanted to sell Conor Gallagher so bad in order to balance their books. Conor Gallagher was one of the best players in the season we had Mauricio Pochettino at the club. Actually, it was one of the reasons he was apparently sacked. He didn't want to lose Conor Gallagher. And Chelsea wanted to balance the books so they offered Conor Gallagher to Aston Villa in order to swap him for John Duran and maybe give Aston Villa some money. Conor Gallagher said no, he rejected the Villa move, and Chelsea couldn't get John Duran. So you see that Chelsea wanted to get John Duran, a striker from Aston Villa. When that failed, Atletico Madrid surfaced, and they wanted the service of Conor Gallagher. Chelsea had initially showed interest in Atletico Madrid younger Spanish striker Samu Omorodion. This was a perfect opportunity for them to get him. Conor Gallagher's personal terms were agreed, and Chelsea also went further in talks with Samu Omorodion. But Atletico Madrid at first were appearing as though they didn't want to sell Samu Omorodion, but after getting Julian Alvarez, you see that they allowed that move to go through. But Omorodion's deal fell through for reasons that were undisclosed, and even Conor Gallagher's move seemed to be like failing. But Chelsea went and had talks with the Atletico Madrid, and look who they offered, Joao Felix. Chelsea, who initially wanted John Duran, now had gone for Samu Omorodion, ended up getting Joao Felix, a number 10, maybe who can sometimes play on the wing instead of their prime targets who were strikers, upcoming strikers who could become real star in the future. So when you see that Chelsea got what they never wanted, Joao Felix had of course worked with Chelsea a few months earlier before returning to Atletico Madrid and eventually being loaned to Barcelona. So he returned, but you saw that he was never part of the plan. He was always used in the Conference League or in the games that Chelsea could have won easily without maybe Cole Palmer games like Southampton, such games. So as the season progressed, Joao Felix says, no, I can't feature in the Conference League. That's not my level. He went to AC Milan. Sadly, Milan were eliminated, I think, by Club Brugge. They were eliminated a bit early in the Champions League round of 16, and Joao Felix's journey in Europe stopped. AC Milan didn't have a good season either after Joao Felix joined, I think including them sacking their manager. And Joao Felix, just like other players, his time there was really flat. Now here we are, Chelsea are going to the Club World Cup, and is not part of the squad. So It's not just something that just happened yesterday. Sorry. Something that has been coming. They didn't have him in their plans. So we wait and see what will happen for him. Apparently, his boyhood club is interested in him, Benfica. We see how soon that move might happen, because Chelsea might just be looking to gather some money, maybe to buy a player or two. We saw they failed in their attempts to get Jamie Gittens. We wait and see what happens.